This innocent little fork was once considered a sin against God. In medieval Europe, it was banned outright, condemned by priests, mocked by nobles, and seen as a scandalous symbol of vanity. So, how did it go from being an object of outrage to the most ordinary thing on your dinner table? In the early Middle Ages, Europeans didn't eat with forks. They used spoons, knives, and their hands, often scooping food with a piece of bread. The fork, as we know it today, was almost unheard of here, but far to the east in the Byzantine Empire, forks were already part of elite dining. In the 11th century, a Byzantine princess named Theodora Dukaina married the Doge of Venice. She brought with her a set of golden, two-pronged forks, a dining habit from her homeland. At banquets, she would daintily spear her food instead of touching it with her fingers. To Venetians, this was strange, but to the church it was an outrage. A local priest declared that God had given humans fingers for a reason, and that using a fork was an insult to his design. The church branded it decadent and sinful. After the princess's death from illness, some even claimed it was divine punishment for her vanity. For centuries, forks remained rare in Europe, but in wealthy Italian courts during the Renaissance, they slowly crept back into fashion, especially for messy foods like candied fruits or pasta. The real turning point came in the 16th century when Catherine de' Medici, an Italian noblewoman, married King Henry II of France. She brought her table manners and her forks with her. The French elite began to copy her, and from there the trend spread north. England, however, was stubborn. Even in the 1600s, English travelers in Europe wrote mockingly about the effeminate use of forks. One writer said, "It is not so decent to use a fork at table, for our fingers are more natural instruments." By the 18th and 19th centuries, industrial manufacturing made forks affordable for the middle class. Designs evolved from 2 prongs to 3 or 4, making them far more practical for a variety of foods. Suddenly, forks weren't a symbol of foreign decadence. They were a mark of good manners. Today, forks are so common we barely notice them. Yet their history is a reminder that even the most ordinary objects can carry centuries of controversy, culture, and change. The next time you pick up a fork, remember, you're holding a utensil that once sparked outrage in Europe's halls of power. This was the secret history of the fork. If you enjoyed discovering its past, subscribe for more stories of everyday objects hiding incredible tales.